Today we're going to be talking about the book Life of Pi. Besides being a fiction novel written by author Jan Martel, it is also a winner of the Man Booker Prize, most likely because Martel does an excellent job illustrating the setting using vivid imagery throughout the entirety of the book. The main character, Piscine Pytel, also known as Pi, faces a nightmarish journey unlike any other, but the question is, what is this horrible journey, and how did he even get there? It all started back in Pondicherry, India, where young Pi lived. His father owned the local zoo, and Pi used this zoo to his advantage while growing up. Pi faced school bullies, religious anxiety, and life as a zookeeper's son while learning many important lessons and skills along the way. But if you fast forward a little bit, Pi's family decides to sell the zoo and to move away to Canada. They hop on a large cargo ship and pack the animals as well, but that's not exactly the journey I was talking about. While aboard the large vessel, it suddenly starts to sink and Pi is the only one awake. He somehow manages to hop on the lifeboat along with a few escaped zoo animals. That's right, I said zoo animals. And considering that most people know the general basis of the book, I'm sure you can guess that the tiger is among one of those animals. As part two of the book begins, labeled The Pacific Ocean, you really learn what one young boy will do in order to survive. This is the part of the story where the major theme of the book is found, which is willpower to survive can help overcome odds that seem impossible. And this is also the portion of the novel that will make you always wanting to read more and know what will happen next. Although the first part of the book is rather dry and boring, the second part makes up for it with its excitement and intensity, primarily excitement of reading about a tiger, a boat, and a boy. If you were stuck with a giant tiger in a space no bigger than 25 feet, it's safe to say you would think twice about making off the boat alive, which makes it very, very intense and a great read. Pi does anything and tries almost everything in order to stay alive with impossible odds at hand, and it is all done through his willpower. It is one thing to tell yourself that everything will be okay when involved in a bad situation, but it is another thing to act on that thought and actually make it so you will be okay. And even though Pi at first believes he will die, he tries anyway because it is his natural instinct to survive. This is the part where the willpower kicks in. Like for instance, Pi designs a raft mechanism in order to be away from the boat, but at the same time still be attached in order not to get eaten by a giant tiger that is aboard. Most people might not have the thought of such a brilliant idea, but you see, Pi uses his knowledge and his want to survive to help him in various ways throughout the book. Pi faces other obstacles that will put his survival at risk, such as dehydration, lack of food rations, and even run-ins with the monstrous beast on board. But his will to power keeps on prevailing, and he continues living. If it weren't for Pi's willpower to overcome survival, he certainly wouldn't have made it off the boat alive, making it a huge theme recognized throughout the book.
Survival is one of the many themes that can be found in the Man Booker Prize Award novel, Life of Pi. When reading the book, you really question your own motives if you are placed in the same situation. How would your willpower match up with the orange-striped ferocious animal? Could you tell yourself everything would be okay, or would you just let the tiger have his way? Grab a piece of the action and pick up a copy and decide for yourself. Because when you are reading this book, not only will the pages flow, you will feel like you are Piscine Pytel and that you are surrounded by miles of ocean with a Bengal tiger as your only friend, or maybe just an enemy.